Hey guys, I'm back to talk a little bit about inside and outside playing, using pentatonics and using sidestepping. I was just kind of fooling around there just to give you a taste of what the material sounds like over a backing track. Um, and several people have asked what logic I use when I'm doing it, and so there are a couple things to keep in mind. First of all, it sounds best when you're using forward motion, which means that you're playing it off of the and of a beat and not right on the beat. And that was discussed in detail by Hal Galper in several of his videos. I wish I had a link for you. Maybe somebody can pipe in with a link there. And the second thing is you're basically just moving structures around. As somebody mentioned in one of the comments, it's basically just a sequence. So you're taking a sequence of notes from the pentatonic scale. In this case, I'm playing A minor pentatonic. But what we're going to do is move that around a little bit, and we're going to start it on the and of 4. So we would do something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. And what we're going to do is arbitrarily move it up or down a half step. And there aren't really any rules, but the basic rule is that you create tension when you move it up or down, and you relieve the tension when you bring it back to the original key or the original pattern. So something like this. Now, I also do something which I call a double sidestep, which is I'll take two of the notes and pivot into another key. So I take these 4 notes, and then I might pivot downward. And sometimes I'll take that sequence and pivot down another half step. And sometimes the total pivot might be a whole step instead of a half step. And one of the things that sounds cool on guitar is when you're playing notes that have a half step between them. So oftentimes I'll cheat a little bit and vary from the pattern with the G and the B string. So I might do something like this. And when you do that, or the shift there, you create a little bit of tension because you've got that half step in the melody there. And it sounds a little bit like chicken picking in a way, but and that wasn't technically a pentatonic scale. All it was a fingering of 1 4 1 4 moving across the neck. And it's a very powerful construct because, again, the user hears that as a pattern even though it's not really a pattern. And I demonstrated this a little bit in the other video, but I can take a 2-note pattern and Holdsworth did some stuff like that. And that's an interesting pattern. That gets into a little bit more involvement than I want to get into in this video. I'll show you that particular pattern in a later video, which focuses strictly on that. But that one has an odd number of notes and an odd number of strings in it. But the basic thing is, again, and there's one of those pivots. And I'll play it slowly in half time over the backing track so you can hear what that sounds like. And maybe it'll help you visualize and figure out what it is I'm playing. But it's basically just the A minor pentatonic shape moved up or down a half step. And again, that was just some synthetic pentatonic-like material that were just large gaps. I played. So I was just playing 1/4 across, but I was using a wider stretch there of a major third. And so there's an infinite number of things you can do with this. If we want to extrapolate even more, you can take shapes other than pentatonics, but for the pentatonic treatment of this lesson, I think we'll stop right there. And we can take some of the other shapes in a subsequent lesson. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube, please comment, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm happy to answer questions, and hopefully we can both learn something in the process. This is Jack Zucker signing out.